Hello students, this is guitar lesson number 1. Hopefully you have already tuned your guitar. If you haven't, you might want to stop this video and do the tuning video first to tune your guitar, because remember, we have 6 strings and each string has its own pitch: E, A, D, G, B, and A. So tune your guitar, and now we are ready to learn. We're going to learn 2 chords today. We are learning through Alfred's Kids Guitar course because I really like it. We're not doing every lesson here in the videos, but the ones that I think are really important, and we'll learn a few songs as we go. So, remember, on our hands, our fingers have different numbers: 1, 2, 3, and 4. That is your left hand. Your left hand is what is going to be, you're going to place those fingers in the different frets and on the different strings. When we count strings, we start bottom to top, so it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the frets, we start here at the bridge and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and they just keep going up, counting in the frets. When we place our finger in the fret, we want to make sure we are right kind of in the middle, but close to the line on the fret, but not on this line. We just want to be close to it. So our first chord you see is the C chord. We are only going to strum the bottom 3 strings for this, the bottom 3 strings for that G chord. We will not be strumming all 6 strings yet. So when you strum, we're just going to do a down strum and just strum the bottom 3. So don't try that C yet. Just leave your fingers open on the fretboard and just strum down those bottom 3 strings to get used to that for a little bit. Let's do it and count quarter notes in a 4/4 time signature. That'll be 4 beats per measure. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time and stop. All right. So we are ready to learn our C chord. So you can see if we count bottom up, it's on the 1, 2, second string there. And we're going to put our first finger in the first fret. So C is the first finger, first fret, and the second string. So count bottom up, 1, 2. And you're going to push there close to that fret line, but not on it, right? And we're going to strum the bottom 3 strings because you can see these 3 strings have dashes. That means we don't strum them. So I'm going to get ready on those bottom 3 strings. And that's our C chord. Yes. So let's go ahead and play the song down here. We have a 4/4 time signature. Here's our slashes. Those are quarter notes. Quarter notes get 1 beat. There's our bar line separating our measure. That means I should have 4 beats in that first measure, 4 beats in my last measure, and then I have a double bar line at the end, which means to stop, the song is over. So let's play my first chord on that C chord. We have 8 quarter notes total. Gonna get my 1 finger, first fret, 1, 2, second string. Got to push pretty hard. It starts to hurt a little bit, but you'll start to build up some endurance on your fingertips. And 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is our C chord. So we are ready to move on to another chord in this lesson. We're just going to do 1 more chord, and then we're going to learn a song that uses both of them. This is the G7 chord. G7. So not too tricky. You can see again we're using our 1 finger because it says 1, right? We are still in the first fret here because we're close to that bridge. And we're on the first string this time. So if you remember, C was on the second string. Now we're just going to jump down to that first string for G7 chord. And again, we have 3 dashes on those top 3 strings, so we're only going to strum the bottom 3 strings. We're just going to do a down strum. And let's play my second chord. It looks like it's exactly the same as that last song that we practiced on, where we have 8 quarter notes. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we know C and G7. Not too hard, right? And let's learn our first song using those 2 chords. Skip to My Lou. Hopefully you are familiar with this song. I'm going to move this because it's kind of blocking my guitar, isn't it? Okay. So we have skip to my loo. You will see the chord above where you need to play. So this first chord we're going to play is C, and we're going to play it 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 3. Our fourth count is a quarter rest. That's one beat of silence. So we're going to play 7 C's and then rest. Switch to G7 here because you see it's G7 and we have 7 G7s and then another rest. Back to C. 7 C's, rest. 4 G7s. 3 C's and then another rest. And it looks like we do have a double bar line, so that is the song. So let's go ahead and try this together. Remember, C is that first fret, second string, and G7 is the first string. So you're just switching your one finger back and forth. Let's not worry about the words yet. Let's just count the C's. So starting at the beginning, 1, 2, C, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, rest. Let's try that again, and this time I'll just tell you which chord to play. Okay, so we're on C. 1, 2, ready, go. C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, rest. G, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, rest. C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, rest. C, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, rest. I meant to say G7 there and then C. All right, I think we're ready to try it and add the words. If you need to take a break before you add the words and just practice switching and transitioning between that C and that G7, pause the video and then come back to play it with me as we sing Skip to My Lou. Ready, go. Skip, skip, skip to my loo. Skip, skip, skip to my loo. Skip, skip, skip to my loo. Skip to my loo, my darling. I think I forgot my rests. On that first line, I played 8 C's and 8 G7s, and I forgot those rests. So we're going to try that again, and I'm going to add in my rest. Remember, we all make mistakes, and then we learn from them, right? So let's go back to the beginning singing, starting on C. 1, 2, ready, go. Skip, skip, skip to my loo. Skip, skip, skip to my loosh. Skip, skip, skip to my loosh. Skip to my loo, my darling. Oh, that was much better. And a fun way to play the rest, you can put your hand on the strings and just stop that vibration, but you don't want to do it too loud or too hard so it doesn't sound like a drum. You just want it to be a light stop of those strings when you rest. All right, get practicing your C and G7 chord and play Skip to My Lou.